do you see down there?
I can taste cinnamon.
Interesting.
I see my sisters.
Do you perceive yourself to have a body?
Yes.
Can you look down at your feet and tell me what you're wearing?
Some type of sandals.
Okay. Does your body feel male or female?
Female.
Young or old?
Young.
Do you feel healthy?
Yes.
Good. Are you carrying anything? Or do you wear anything on your body?
Like a white gown. Like a white nightgown almost.
You said you saw your sisters?
Yes, but it's like a tribe. It's like a female tribe.
Tell me about that.
I think we're a coven. I think we're witches. We're in the woods chanting.
Oh, wonderful. What are we chanting about?
The weather and our mothers and the enemies. The enemies are men. They want us. But we don't want them.
Okay, so we're just out in the woods, chanting with our ladies.
Yeah, we're witches.
Beautiful. Do we live near there?
Yeah, we live in the woods. Like in cottages. We have like a compound.
Okay. What else do you want to tell me about that scene?
It's like Irish soldiers that want us to be their wives, but they want to rape us and beat us and get us to submit, but we've learned that we actually can control the elements.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, because they are still praying for us today. They're praying for us now, for this person that I am now. And the cinnamon brings prosperity. Yes, cinnamon brings prosperity and rapid results. And they want to teach me, myself now about spells, but they said that it's not about the spells, it's about the faith that you put in them.
And that's what we do with this little covenant that we have.
Yes, the spells are not important. It's the faith that you place in the spells.
This is what the elements tell you?
Mm-hmm. Like, if you write something down that you want to get rid of, and you burn it, and you blow the ashes out at night, it goes away. That thing goes away. But it's not the act of what you're doing, it's the belief that you have that it will work.
Okay, so you in the covenant with these ladies, that's what y'all do?
Yes. Well, and we also forage, and we exercise.
How do you access the elements?
The faith that we have, it's like astrology, but we don't even know what astrology is. We just know that if we focus on the stars, we get divine intervention. and we can manipulate fire and wind, and the stars tell us what to do, and also the way that we take care of our bodies. We seem to, if we take care of our bodies because all we eat is fish and fruit, and we exercise a lot, but it's pleasant exercise. And when your body is at 100% balanced, then you can draw anything you want to you. And we bless everything that we eat and everything that we drink.
And this helps you stay protected from these men as well, doesn't it?
Yes, and we heal people too. But if they find out, then we're going to get in trouble.
Oh. So y'all just hang out in the woods and do your chanting and your elemental work?
Yes, and there's also like fairies that help us, and dwarfs that help us, and fireflies, and all kinds of things, because we've figured out that we're not people, we're just energy, and we're part of the water and the air and the earth and the fire, and that's literally what we're made of. So when we figured that out, well, we have one girl who is the daughter of a Native American prince, so she's taught us that too. And we dig up crystals and we find gold in the river.
Oh, that's so interesting.
But we're going to get in trouble if they find us.
Oh.
There's 4 of us.
There's 4 of you.
And we don't want babies, but that's what they want for us.
They just came across y'all.
Yeah, they're Irish or Scottish or something, and they look like warriors because they carry weapons. They look like almost like a 14th century, or maybe even older than that, army.
So they've never really been on your land?
They keep trying, but we have a shield of protection. They just want to rape us and make babies.
Oh, that's not good.
But it's okay because we actually know how to keep our shield of protection.
And all the fairies and all of them and the other elementals are helping you with that.
Yes, and there's hidden dragons too that help us.
Oh.
But no one can see them but us because they're in the rocks.
Because they're in the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so interesting. So are y'all powerful together?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and because of the rocks and because of the elements, because we've learned how to accept that that's what we are made of.
Okay, so y'all just live in nature among all of this.
Yeah, well, we was making money by doing healing for people in town, but then everybody got scared of us, so now we don't come out of the woods.
Oh.
But it's okay because we have everything we need.
Okay, so those people that are trying to make you have babies, do they live in the town?
I'm not sure. They're just
there.
They just keep trying to break in.
Oh, man. So you just live out in the woods with all these other elementals. That's got to be exciting.
Yeah, and they've been trying to tell me this for every lifetime after. They've been trying to tell me about the elements and crystals and food and exercise and inhaling the air. It's so important. Most people don't take deep breaths.
That's a big part of the elemental too, isn't it?
Yeah. And the spells are important, but the spells don't work. It's the belief in the spells that work.
All done with love.
Yeah, of course.
I love that. It's the faith of having it.
Yeah, like the cinnamon. We use cinnamon to bring prosperity, and it works because we believe it works. And we use herbs to heal, and we use crystals for protection, and the fairies make us little gifts too.
Oh, I love Is there anything else you want to tell me about that scene?
Just that's who the core of I am.
Are you a fairy?
No, I'm a witch.
Interesting. Okay, so there's nothing else about that scene.
No, but I don't want to leave it.
You can tell me all about it. You tell me whatever you want to tell me about it.
It just smells good and it feels good.
Absorb it in.
Mm-hmm.
It's very healing, isn't it?
Yeah, the streams are so clean. They're so clear, and my Native American friend, they murdered her family. That's why she's with us. And she's teaching us a lot. And there's an Irish girl and an English girl. And I don't know what I am. I don't know what my heritage is.
It's okay. Sounds like there's a whole bunch of y'all's nationalities.
Yeah, and
Was she born there?
Yeah, and in a castle. I think I'm part of an important family, but they don't really like me because I don't want to get married.
Oh, beautiful. What can you tell us about the castle and your family?
Well, it's got the word lock in it. I'm trying to remember. Lock, like Loch, Loch Nagoon, maybe Loch Nagoon. And there's servants everywhere, and they raised me. And there's a cemetery outside, and there's a famous mountain in front of it, and I always braided hair when I was in there. I always braided all the girls' hair, and I would help the servants cook meals, and my parents didn't like that because I wasn't supposed to be doing that.
Oh.
And I would forage for herbs too for the kitchen and for the doctor, but I wasn't really called a doctor back then.
You lived there with your parents?
Yeah, they were like, I don't know if they were king and queen, but they were very important.
Oh, so you just free roamed and had fun, I guess.
Oh yes, I had a lot of freedom, but then when they tried to make me get married, then I didn't want to, so I ran away because they were going to make me.
And that's where you ended up in the woods?
Yeah, because I went to town and I stayed with a witch upstairs. She was married to a mean man in town, and he was rich, and he owned a business downstairs, and I stayed in her apartment upstairs above the business. But he was killing people, so we ran away from there.
Oh, so y'all left together.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd y'all go after that?
We went to the woods because she liked to find honey, and she always liked to collect honey.
So y'all just took it on a journey.
Yeah, and her husband was going to kill her because she was teaching women about birth control.
Oh.
And that's why they started calling her a witch.
Oh.
Because all the men just want to keep the women pregnant usually. And she was teaching them about counting their cycle days and ovulation, and hey, you can have nettleberry and you won't ovulate.
Oh, and a lot of women probably use that.
Yeah, they were so grateful. But then she got punished and called a witch.
And that's why she left?
Yeah, because her husband was going to murder her too.
So y'all just went to live in the woods?
Mm-hmm. And then we met the Indian princess girl.
Oh, interesting. And she taught y'all a bunch of stuff?
Yeah, but they were going to kill her because they killed her family because she actually got shipped over there from somewhere else Her family got shipped over there as slaves, but where they were from, which was either America or England, but America wasn't even called America yet. Like nobody even knew about it really except for a few people. But I think it was England actually. But her family was native to the where they were from, and they were actually like a royal family in the Native American community. Well, it wasn't called that. I don't remember what it was called. But they were important. Well, they got shipped over here to Scotland or Ireland or something. I can't tell. But they got shipped over there to be used as slaves, and they killed her family. Then she ran away, and everybody's racist too,
Oh.
so they'll kill her if they find her.
And y'all ran across her in the woods?
Yeah, and she taught us how to be protected.
Oh, that was a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all found the elementals.
Mm-hmm.
So what else can you tell me about those scenes or that comes to you?
Well, we do a lot of spells, and I didn't really know that magic was real until I met these people.
And they helped you?
Yeah, we chant by the big rocks.
Oh. By the big rocks.
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell me about the chanting and the rituals of that?
We just say these funny rhymes, and it's just like if it's raining really badly, we can chant and it'll stop. Or if there's no fish in the stream, we can chant and there'll be fish. And sometimes we chant because we don't have answers. Like we found a baby one time.
Oh.
And we didn't know what to do with it, and we didn't want to keep it. So we chanted until we found answers, and then someone came and found the baby where we placed it. And
That's wonderful.
yeah, I've blocked out the end of. I keep trying to see how it ends, but I've blocked it, I think.
It's okay. If you're done with that scene.
Okay, I
Are
am.
you done with that scene?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A rocket ship. I think it's something big in the sky.
It's okay. You just keep observing what you see and what you sense.
Oh, it exploded. And my husband was in there.
Oh, so you're a little older now.
But this is a different life, though.
Oh, interesting. What can
Yeah.
you tell us about that?
It just is so sad. They were trying to go to space, but they exploded. It's so sad. I don't like this.
Was this the first time they went to space?
Yeah, they were trying to go.
They was trying to go.
Yeah, there's news people everywhere. There's all kinds of people.
Do you have children?
Yeah, I have a little boy.
Oh, interesting. What else can you tell me about that scene?
I just can't stop being sad.
It just happened.
Yeah, but the rest of my life, I live at this one moment. I can't go past it.
What do you need to tell me about that scene to experience or to know about it?
It's just the trauma. The trauma. And it was on video camera too. It was on news station.
News stations.
Yeah.
Well, we can leave that scene.
Okay.
Leave. What do you see?
I'm picking strawberries. I can taste the strawberries. I can smell them.
So wonderful. So are you a little older now?
Yeah. No, yeah.
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 And you're picking strawberries?
Yeah.
What can you tell me about those scenes?
I just like to be in my garden.
Oh, you got a garden?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that.
It's just the only time I feel okay.
So you plant vegetables?
Yeah, and fruits and everything. And my son is grown, but he worries about me.
Oh, what do you do for a living?
I'm just a widow and I get Social Security checks.
Okay, so you get to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay. You're out there picking strawberries.
Yeah.
Do you like growing the strawberries?
Yeah.
How do you feel when you're in this garden?
Peaceful. It's the only time I feel peaceful.
Can you describe the garden to me?
Yeah, it's just the whole backyard. And where I live used to be a farm. But ever since my husband died, it's just land. It's just a big garden. I like it.
So you spend your days in the garden?
Yeah, because I'm alone all the time. And I'm mostly sad, except in the garden.
Are you sad because your husband's gone?
Yeah. And my son moved away.
Oh. So it's just you.
Yeah, I think I'm in my 80s. So I have people under me, generations, but they don't live near me.
Is it your family that's under you?
Yeah, like I have a son and I have some grandchildren, but they don't live near me. So I'm sad.
Oh, sorry you're sad. You just can't get out of the sadness.
No, ever since my husband died. But I'm actually, this is the day that I pass away.
Yes, what is happening? What do you see there?
I just
Don't
die
have
peaceful.
any physical sensations, and you can talk about it.
Well, I just was picking strawberries.
Oh, you passed on?
Yeah, after I picked the strawberries, and I just floated.
Whatever happened has already happened. You were on the other side of it.
Well, I died while I was picking those strawberries.
And a purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, but the soul did not fully let go of the life in the woods, so that it didn't cut that cord all the way.
I think you're meant to still have access to that.
Yeah, because in this life, which is the
Strawberry.
yeah, that life, my whole life, I could still remember the life in the woods.
As you look at the life, what did you learn from it? The strawberry life.
That trauma is bad and it eats you.
What do you think was the purpose of that lifetime?
Because I needed to experience what it was like to be a victim. I needed to understand every life has a reason. And I had to understand what it meant to be a victim.
Yes. So you're on the spirit side now?
Yeah, well, I'm floating above my body.
Okay. You're going to source?
Yeah, but I'm just looking at myself right now in the garden, just laying there. I look really peaceful.
And reflecting back?
Yeah.
Good. But your husband will be there to meet you soon.
Oh, he is. It actually feels really good. It feels really good.
Good.
Mm.
So that was an easy transition for you to him.
Yeah. Yep.
Does he have anything he wants to say to you?
I've been waiting.
And how does that make you feel?
Like I can fly because there's no more pain anywhere.
Oh, absorb that feeling and enjoy it.
I had a painful life, but now I don't.
Where are you going next?
Well, I want to stay here for a while. I like this place.
Will you be able to come back?
Oh yeah, we always have to come back.
So you're still on the spirit side?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go after that, now that you've left your body and you're on the spirit side?
After I talk to my husband for a while, then we have to go in this conference room, but it's not negative. It's very good. I have to go in a conference to talk about my lessons.
Oh, it's wonderful. What goes on after you get that done?
Then I have to pick a new life, but I can stay here as long as I want, but it doesn't matter because time isn't real, so it doesn't even matter. I don't even experience time.
That's so wonderful. So what do they talk about in the conference room?
The lessons that I learned, the lessons that I didn't learn, and how I can fix those two things in the next incarnation. But also the messages that I have to bring back with me.
What are those messages?
Love.
Love.
Mm-hmm.
Those things that you didn't learn, can you let go of those contracts so you don't have to have that burden?
That's what I'm trying to figure out how to do whenever I pick my next life. It's so important when you pick your next life to understand the things that you'll be carrying over and the things that you can release.
Yeah, I bet since you're over there on the spirit side now, you could let all that go.
Yeah.
Before you go to your next life.
Yeah, but they have so much they want to tell me, and they have so much they want to tell you.
Can we go there now so that they can tell you before your spirit moves on?
Yeah.
I figure they brought you there for a reason. Be interested to find out what they have to say to your spirit.
That love is the only thing that I should worry about. And to share all the knowledge that I can remember from this. And
Did they tell you how you can remember all that knowledge from this lifetime to share?
yeah, they said in the sleep process that I can get into all that easily. And the trick is to figure out how to connect that to the wake process. But pain is not real. People facilitate pain as a way of having contrast, but we actually don't need it. And we spend too much time thinking about things that are not important. And we spend too much time jumping around on other planes and worrying about that. And what we really need to worry about is our present moment. And that's what we have to learn. But the only way we learn that is by experiencing love.
Is that what you learned from this lifetime?
Yes, because I didn't accept that lesson in this lifetime. But it's okay, they're not mad, because I had already a contract that I had to learn what it feels like to be a victim.
Okay, so that contract's learned now?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in the conference room talking to them about all of that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's wonderful. So does that mean that contract can be done with those lessons learned since you've learned it?
Yes, but I want to go back into be incarnated into my son's life, and they said that has no purpose.
Oh, okay.
But I still want to.
What do they recommend?
Well, they don't tell me what to do. I get to create all of it.
Oh, you got free will.
Yeah, they just want me to see if I can understand what my soul needs to evolve, then I'll pick the right life. But if I'm understanding things just only from a selfish perspective, then I'll keep picking a wrong life. And they cannot tell me what to do because the whole point of the whole lesson is for my soul to understand what it has already learned and what it still needs to learn without them telling me.
Okay, so they're just there to offer guidance to you in this conference room.
Yeah, but we don't like talk. It's like thoughts. It's like we can.
Telepathically?
Yep.
Oh, that's wonderful. But you can see them.
Yeah, I can see their thoughts and they can see my thoughts too. And some of them are my friends and some of them are my spirit guides.
Oh, so you're meeting your team.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that. Is it the team you always go to at the end of every lifetime that helps you?
Yep.
Okay, that's wonderful. What are they telling you now? What's your next journey that you need to do?
Well, you're there and you're volunteering to go with me. But we have to make sure that the plan is still for evolving and not going backwards. So if you come with me, and you're going to, we still have to make sure we don't waste this life.
Okay, the next life you're coming into?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting.
But you have things that you have to learn too. Let's see. You have to learn about accepting that pain isn't real, and you have to learn about sacrifice. And I have to make sure if you go with me and I go with you that I'm volunteering to accept and absorb the lessons that you're learning. And that means sometimes, because even though pain is not real, we still experience it because we are given a human mind. And a human mind is very flawed. But the whole time that we have all these lives, the human mind has to figure out how to become a spiritual mind. And once we become a spiritual mind, then we realize that pain is an illusion.
Can the people in the conference room give us guidance on that?
No, that's the point. We have to figure it out ourselves. But we can see their thought. We can see everyone's thoughts, okay? So when we see everyone's thoughts, like they're mostly blue and purple, and we can see those thoughts. And then those thoughts, we can snatch those thoughts and kind of add it to our toolbox. But sometimes the thoughts are like not blue or purple, and that's person who just wants to come with you for selfish reasons. So like Cheyenne's there, and Cheyenne wants, but that's not her real name, but she wants to come with you just for selfish reasons because she doesn't want to figure some of her lessons out. She just wants to stay with you. And so we can see that, and now we have to negotiate that because you want Cheyenne, which is again not her real name, you want her to be, what is her real name? On the other planet, Creana or Creon, something like that. Anyways, you want her to be okay because she's one of your designees. So you want her to be okay, but she's not having purple thoughts. So those thoughts are actually not beneficial to your next incarnation. So you have to figure out how to convey to her that she actually is going to be okay regardless if she comes with you or not. And then some people like, I don't know, there's some souls that just don't have your highest interest in good at heart, but those are not bad things. It's just because those spirits are not worked out their karma yet. But it's okay because it's all done with love. So we don't have any bad feelings for those people, and they don't have any bad feelings for us. They're part of our team, and sometimes we all get to go down together. But the thoughts that they have that are not purple or white or blue, the thoughts they're having is just them trying to figure out how to negotiate their karma. Their karma. But what they don't realize is sometimes they can't negotiate it. Sometimes they have to sit and relax and learn their lesson. And then sometimes they all want to come together because we help each other on earth. We help each other. And so, but at the same time, we can't always rely on each other because we also need spirit guides in heaven. Well, we need spirit guides that don't have a flesh body. So if everybody goes down together, and that's good, but then we don't have those spirit guides to help us. So then we have to come across more um, like struggles. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
Okay.
That's why Shaina is incarnated in this life. You must be talking the life that this soul that you just passed on from in the strawberry. Is that soul that was before this current lifetime?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, that just happened, I think, in like 1980.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, may I ask who I'm speaking with?
Oh, Coraline.
Coraline.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the soul that was of the strawberry
Mm-hmm.
life?
Yeah.
Thank you for all the information. So you're up there in the conference room with all these guides.
Yep.
So these are y'all's guides.
Yeah. Well, it's our team.
Your team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is the team that's going to help you in the life now.
Yep. And we take turns sometimes coming with, and you did end up getting Shaina to come with you, which her name is, I cannot pronounce her
And
name.
since Shaina's here, we don't have her as a guide up there.
Right.
But her higher self is there.
Well, her higher self is trying to get inside of her right now because she's struggling right now.
Okay.
And she's struggling because she selfishly chose this life so she could be with you instead of being up there to guide you.
Yes. But so she been with me to be with me in love.
Well, yeah, because she didn't want to face anything without you because y'all are soulmates.
So we've had lives before.
Well, yeah, but sometimes you take turns being each other's guides also.
Well, what can we do with Shaina's higher self to help her to get into Cheyenne? Or should I wait till we access the higher selves?
Yeah, because once I can access yourself and your guides, then I can tell you more precise.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to say about this scene of this lifetime of the strawberry life before we proceed on?
No, we've closed that.
Okay. Now I'm going to do everything that we need. I chose forward to bring the light for her to see that included the strawberries. Why did you pick that lifetime and let us receive the spirit side information?
Because she's still falling back into the same pattern of being a victim, but she already learned that lesson and she needs to release it because it's not serving her.
Okay, so for me mentioning that contract to release, that was the good thing to do?
Yes.
Can we release that contract now for her?
Yes.
Is there anything that Christy needs to do right now to help that?
She has to stop being afraid of empowerment. She has to start being bold because she's so powerful, but she's afraid of empowerment, so she just is holding on to a soul memory, an imprint of being a victim because she thinks it's more comfortable than being powerful. But she can just talk to us if she just talks to us, and that's why she likes you too, because you remind her of that. And if she just talks to us and spends time with you when you're in your highest being, she will start understanding that it's more comfortable for her to be powerful than to be a victim.
Okay, and now that you're helping her remove that contract of the victim?
Yeah, she already did. She's just holding on to this memory in her soul because she thinks it's comfortable, but it's not comfortable. It's holding her back.
So we need to remove the imprint today.
Yeah.
Okay, can we do that?
Mm-hmm.
And you can do that right now while we're doing these questions?
Yes.
How will you be removing that imprint?
We're just going to picture it like a wrinkle, and we're just ironing it out.
Okay, so you're doing that now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Now, as you, it's nice to talk to you again. And as you know, do we have Christy's guides with her today?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Who am I speaking with?
Violet.
Hi there, Violet. Who are you to Christy?
Her highest self from the other planets.
Oh, thank you for coming with us today. And can I ask you to help us access my higher self as well?
Yes.
Can we call my guides in as we do these sessions?
They're already here, and your name is Cresita. Cresita.
Cresita?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Light.
Light. I just felt some happiness in my heart. I feel like I haven't been called that in ages. Now,
we met on another planet.
Oh, we did?
Yep. And we helped form this planet.
What can you tell us about that?
Well, when creation started, the only thing that existed was dark planets. But whenever we manifested from the energy, because the energy manifested itself into spirits, which actually isn't even the correct word, but it's the closest word in the English language to what it's called. So the energy from the planets and the elements came together to create spirits or souls or whatever. And we saw that it wasn't always good. So we created other planets that were good, that had light on them. And then we were managing our other planets like Earth and Pluto, and there's so many galaxies, and there's so many things that we can't even comprehend. So when we made Earth, our whole mission was to bring light.
Wonderful. How are we doing on that mission?
Good, but it's recharging. It went dark for a while. The subconscious of um, Homo sapiens went dark for a while, but now they're starting to wake up everywhere. They're starting to drink only the water that comes from the earth. They're starting to understand the power of the earth and the power of the herbs and the power of the energy. And they're starting to understand that God is inside of them, and people are shedding their old ways of selfishness and cruelty.
That's beautiful.
But it's a process. So whenever we incarnate on this earth, that's our mission. And when we do that, when we come forth and we connect people like Christy and you to their higher self, then when that happens, then they start to spread the light and the awareness of who people really are, and then we have more awakenings. So and then you get more prosperity because you're doing what you were called to do, what you already acknowledged you were going to do.
Oh, that's beautiful. So, our higher selves are helping us then.
You are your higher self.
I am my higher self.
Yes, you are, and you've stepped into that almost completely.
Can you explain that to me?
Well, detachment was never really a thing. It was never really an actual thing. It's just what you perceived it to be. because you created pain and you experienced your pain, and so you thought that you were detached from your higher self. But once you thought that you were ascending past all of that pain and hardship, then you thought that you were reconnecting with your higher self, but you never disconnected with your higher self. But now it doesn't matter because you know that you're connected to your higher self, and are you have done so much work. You have done so much work, and you have attracted so much prosperity. And if you keep loving people, and if you keep being around people that love you, you'll continue to prosper and attract what you need and what you want. But if you isolate, or if you're around hateful people, then you'll go backwards.
Okay. I've been trying, is that why? So all the negative that's been coming out of my life, like getting away from me, that's y'all helping me then.
Yes, but you already know what you're supposed to do. You're just finally getting rid of your blockages.
Feels like I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
You do know you're doing it. You're doing it. You're learning about soul contracts. You're learning about the earth. You're learning about the stars. You're learning about how to take care of your body. You are reconnecting to your soul tribe. You are beyond everything else. You are behaving with love. That's the number one. You are treating your children well. You are treating everyone you love well. And you're even treating strangers well. And when you can even treat people that you don't love well, then you are stepping into your calling. You are spreading what you're supposed to spread. You're literally changing the way that a butterfly flies in China because of the vibrations that you're putting out there.
It's very strong.
Yes, yes. And you always knew this, but you didn't know how to do it. But once you released your perception of pain and struggle, and once you realized that those things don't actually exist, then it was easy for you to become a loving being. But you cannot isolate. You have to surround yourself with loving beings.
Yeah, I felt that after Mom passed away that I had to go within myself.
Yes, that was a big lesson. That was a test, and you passed that test.
That
was
a test.
Yes, that was a test that you created before you even came here, and your mom created. And you had another test. You've passed all 4 of your tests.
Oh, what was those?
Well, when your father passed away, when your son was dislodged from you, and when your daughter was pregnant.
My youngest?
Yes. That baby almost died inside of her. That baby almost died inside of her because your daughter's blood pressure was very, very, very high. And then because you loved her and you took care of her, then she became calm. And now you created a life because of the way that you loved your daughter.
Yeah, I didn't know about that baby, but I'm so thankful for her.
You passed the test because in a selfish or in a human way, you could have rejected your daughter. You could have rejected that child.
I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't mean to get off track. Okay. Is it okay if we do Christy's questions and then get back to mine?
Yes.
Okay. Now, is it okay to talk to Christy's higher self?
Yes.
And I'm speaking to her now.
Yes.
Thank you for asking. Just thank you. Okay. One of Christy's questions is, how do I remove blockages from myself as a creator?
She has to stop seeking comfort and realize that when she steps out of and she steps into the unknown, she will not be afraid. And she doesn't need comfort. She doesn't need security because there's nothing to be afraid of. So once she really understands that, then she will be so unstoppable.
What makes her not have that understanding? Like, is there anything we can fix today to help her with that?
Well, she was very abused as a child, and she was very abused in her first marriage, and it um, it damaged. It actually didn't damage. She thinks that it damaged her spirit, but it didn't damage her spirit. She's literally focusing on fleshly feelings that aren't. They don't even have to exist if she doesn't want them to.
Oh, well, can't we help her now that she's given us permission to?
Yes.
Because that's all she's got to do is just ask for it, right?
Yes, that's all that you have to do. You have to talk to us, and you can meditate, you can walk, you can be near water, and you don't actually have to do any of those things. You can just talk to us, but those things are pleasant.
Okay. So she's given us access and permission to remove these blockages for the best of her benefit. If you could help her with that. Kind of like you ironed out that little wrinkle earlier.
Yes, but she has to be willing to let those go.
Okay. Is she willing?
Yes, but you need to continue to spend time with her to remind her.
Okay. I will do that. That's why we have urges to hang out together, I believe. Okay. She would also like to know how to transcend her higher self with her day-to-day life.
The same way that we answered the first question is the same answer to this question. And if she would just focus on self-care without fear, then she would realize there's nothing to be afraid of.
And that brings you in naturally.
Yes.
So the fear creates the blockages, which creates denied access to you.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's never really denied. It's just you think it is.
Yeah, I have that problem too. Okay. She's wanting to know how can she get organized?
The same answer to the same last two questions. It's the same answer, but when she's asleep, she's not really resting, and that is harming her connection because she's worrying and she's on her technology device and she's thinking about negative things, so she does not rest and the cord feels weaker.
Okay. What can you do on the part to help her not have so many negative feelings at night so she can rest? I know it all depends on her, but is there anything you can do for her, like in her mind and in her body?
Will we send her signs? We can just keep sending her signs. And if she calls out to us, she will feel it stronger.
Okay, is there any certain thing she needs to do when she calls out to you?
Just say, I know that you are there. Please help me.
Okay.
And also, if she gets very specific about what she wants or needs to accomplish in this life, she has to be specific, then we can give it to her freely.
Okay. So she needs to focus on it.
No, she doesn't have to create anything. She just has to be specific when asking.
Okay.
Because if she's vague, then we don't know exactly what it is she's wanting.
Can you give her an example of how she should ask for something that's not so vague?
Well, if she says, I want to be wealthy so that I don't have to be stressed out, okay? If she would say exactly how much money she needs, then we'll give it to her. Not just say the word wealthy.
Okay. So put the numbers on it.
Yes.
Be specific.
Yes, and that goes for everything that she needs.
Okay. Wonderful. And here's this one. How do I trust that my kids will be okay?
Well, she is addicted to fear, and fear is not real. And if she could understand that fear is not real, and the only thing that is real is love, then everything negative will drop. It'll drop away.
Okay. And you're going to help her remove this addiction to fear, right?
Yes, but she has to acknowledge that fear is not real.
Okay. Wonderful. And can you do a quick body scan on Christy?
Yes, she is just the fear that she holds inside of her is manifesting as health problems.
Okay. So we probably need to create a little valve so she can release that fear.
Yes.
Can we do that now?
Yes.
Just create a valve for her. And just open it up and release that fear. How will she feel once that fear is helping getting released and she acknowledges that fear is not real?
Well, she will feel good, but she needs to drink natural spring water. It has polynutrients in it.
Okay.
And she craves prana, and if she drinks and eats things that are directly from the earth, she will reach prana so much faster.
Okay. Wonderful. And
Yes.
what can you tell us about that? Is that a good idea?
Yes.
Or what's the best way for us to go about it?
Just exactly the way you imagine.
Okay. Just putting it out there on social media and helping people access their higher selves.
Yes, you're very in tune with what you need to do.
Okay. And is it easy to get permission from other people's higher selves when we do to get access for that when the time comes for
Yeah.
those people?
Yes, just talk about it with love.
Okay. Now, is there any other information that Christy's guides or higher selves would like to bring through for her?
She's already very rich and wealthy in every way that she wants to be. She just has to acknowledge it.
Okay. How can you help her acknowledge that? Or how can we help her acknowledge that?
We already are.
Okay. How can we help her stay focused on that?
She needs to get back to journaling
Okay.
and to move her body during the day, but not too much. Like she's not in balance, so if she's moving, she's working too hard. If she's resting too much. So there has to be a balance, and the journaling will actually release a lot of her blockages.
Okay, good.
And if she prays and meditates the way she used to, then everything will become organized again.
Okay, can you open that up in her mind to help her have that access?
Yes.
To where she has that prayer and exercise and the desire to want to do it.
Yes.
Good, thank you for that. Is there any other messages for her?
She just is beautiful and holy. Magic. She needs to just trust in herself and in the process.
Okay. Us doing these sessions, is that helping her?
Yes, whenever she is calm first.
Good. And how's her body scan coming?
Well, it's fine, but her bladder is full again.
Okay, can you remove that pressure from her so we can finish the session until we get done?
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for that. Is there anything else with the body scan we need to do?
I don't sense anything.
Okay. Well, if it's okay, is it okay to ask Christy's higher self to step to the side and to bring forward Jennifer's guides?
Meditate, and you have to pray to remove your own ego. And if you meditate, and if you pray, and if you tell the ego it's not wanted, it's not needed, but you can't judge your ego. If you judge your ego, then you're actually operating from a place of ego. But if you not love it, but if you say, thank you for the moments you protected me, thank you, you've done your job, you're no longer needed here, then you release it without judgment. But as long as you keep holding on to your ego, then you hold on to perceptions that are not real because you're coming from a place of self-preservation, but you're not in a wounded space anymore, so you don't need self-preservation.
Yeah, I didn't think I was that close to my ego.
Yes, but if you judge it, it's actually going to grow. If you don't judge it and you just say, thank you for the times you served me, I no longer need you, it'll go away.
Can I do that now?
Yes.
What do I need to do that?
Well, you probably have to do it several times before it works because you have to believe it. So the more you do it, the more you'll believe it. And you just say, I'm talking to my ego. Say it.
I'm talking to my ego.
Thank you for the times that you protected me.
Thank you for the times that you protected me.
You've served me well sometimes.
You've served me well sometimes.
You are free to go and I release you.
You are free to go and I release you.
And the more you do that, the more it'll work.
Okay. And that'll help blockages from me being so shy and everything too.
Yes, and
I don't
you're...
know why I have all of those.
Because you have perceived judgments and those judgments are not real. You judge yourself and you think other people judge you, and neither of those things are true.
So why do I create that in my head?
Because when you allowed yourself to be around people that operated in a place of fear or hate, you experienced judgment, and that judgment took a hold of your ego and stayed inside of your ego. But you are no longer around any person who operates from a place of fear or a place of hate. So there are no judgments. The judgment is not real. You have advanced away from that for a while now. You don't have anybody that you purposely go around or see or communicate on a regular basis that has fear, hate, or jealousy. So there's actually no judgment in your life at the moment.
Yeah, I've tried to keep that clear. It don't make me feel good when all that's in my life.
No, you learned that. You already learned that lesson. It's just your ego wants to run the show, but your ego, although it can help protect you sometimes, it does more harm than good because your ego will throw out scenarios that don't even exist just to trip you up. They will project things to and from other people that don't even exist. They'll have imaginary conversations that are not real. And you just have to let that go. Once you want you to need him, he was afraid for a long time, but he's not afraid of you anymore.
What did I do to make him afraid of me?
You didn't do anything. It was his experiences before you.
Okay.
He doesn't trust people easily.
No, he doesn't. So our souls needed each other.
Yeah, you balance each other out. He always wanted somebody with a pure soul, and you're the first one.
I'm the only one?
Yes, you're the first person who hasn't abused him in some way. But yes, you are the only one.
He's the only one that hasn't abused me in some way either. He's a good man.
We
Yeah.
like him.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Did y'all send him to me?
Well, we kind of tried to make that happen, yes.
Well, I am so thankful for it.
We know.
It's like, I feel like y'all have guided me my whole life. Literally.
Yes, you've always sensed us.
But I've never been able to access y'all.
But you are. You are. We guide you to what to watch on your video channel. We guide you to what people can bring out your highest good. We guide you on how to access your children and your grandchildren with love. Even perfect strangers. You treat perfect strangers with love. That's very high. That's a very high thing you're doing.
It's just something people should do.
That's something nobody does really anymore. But you do that because you've accessed us.
How can I keep access? Is that why it just seems so normal? Because I'm just always with y'all?
Yes, and just keep operating with love and gratitude, and you'll stay in this space and you'll go even higher.
With love and gratitude?
Yes, and you'll just keep manifesting everything you want.
How do I keep operating with love and gratitude when I stress so much about bills?
Well, if you start to understand that fear is not real, fear is an illusion, and love is the only thing that is real, then you will let that go.
Okay. And when I get sessions done on me, why is it hard for me to relax, to access y'all?
Because you haven't found the right person yet to do it.
Oh. Okay. Because it seems like it takes me forever.
Well, you have to have good rest, you have to have good nutrition, and you have to find the right person.
Okay. And may I ask my guides and my higher self to do a body scan on me?
Yes, there's something bad in your shoulder. There's something negative in your shoulder, and it started out as where your worry would go to hide, but now it's becoming something almost evil, but it knows that you're not even on that level anymore. So it's just struggling to hold on, and it's hiding in your shoulder.
My left shoulder?
Yes.
Can you remove that today?
Yes.
Thank you. Because is it behind my left shoulder, by my spine, below my neck?
Yes.
Yes.
That's just an evil spirit trying to hold on to you, but it's getting weaker because you are so high up, you don't even understand that level anymore.
Yeah, I'm trying to remove all that from my life.
Yes.
Like I wanted to be where I just see the good in everything. Which I know that's very...
No, it's not.
Okay. So you can remove that out of my shoulder today?
Yes.
What has he been causing me? What pains has he been causing me?
Well, anxiety and sleep disturbances and a shoulder pain and a feeling that you always want to lay down even when you're standing up. And it also makes you feel like you have to constantly be going and going and going because you don't want to be lazy isn't the right word. That's not the right word because you've never been lazy. It's more of like you don't want to fall backwards into like a depression. So in your mind, if you keep moving and keep doing and keep going, then you won't slip into any kind of negative thought space. But you think that if you be still for too long, you'll get depression.
But that's not true, is it?
No, you need rest.
And that's what this evil spirit was doing to me?
Yes, it makes you think.
That way.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Is that removed now?
Yes, but you should eat cucumbers because they have the right polynutrient to push out the things inside. They're going to nurture your shoulder muscle.
Who's going to nurture it?
If you eat cucumbers, organic cucumbers. It's got the right polynutrient.
Okay. Okay, good. How long has that evil spirit been there?
Oh, a long time. You got that when you were by the lake in that restaurant. You were always absorbing other people's demons.
When I worked there.
Yes. You were surrounded by demonic beings, and you would sometimes take them home with you.
Are they removed now?
Oh yeah, that's the only one that was left. And that one, the only reason it existed is because you kept worrying about other things. And every time you worry, you're inviting negativity into your body.
Okay. So they could be gone now.
Yes.
Will you guide the right person to me to help me get these sessions done on me?
Yes. She will live by a mountain.
She'll live by a mountain.
Yes.
Okay. Will it be somebody from the Soul Center Healing?
Yes.
Okay. And you'll guide me. She
Yes.
hasn't done one on me yet, though, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, I want to ask my higher self sessions that we do. Is that a good idea for Christy and I to team up and do that?
It's a very good idea.
Okay, good. And how can you guide me with that?
Well, as long as you just keep talking to us and keep expressing your thoughts freely to us and to Christy, then you'll always find the flow that you need to be in. It's only when you isolate and you stop trusting us that you get confused.
Is there times that I stop trusting y'all that I don't realize?
Not much anymore, because you have found the feeling that how it feels to keep nurturing. You've advanced a lot. You've advanced so much, and you've been doing so much healing. Um, there are certain practices that you can do, like like almost like a mindfulness meditation, but not a full one. Like, for instance, every time you're eating food, you can say, or you don't even have to say it, you can imagine, this food is bringing light into me. This food is bringing knowledge to me. This food is bringing my spiritual self to the front. Every time you use the restroom and you go to the bathroom, number one or number two, you're saying, you can think to yourself, I am expelling negativity. I am expelling and releasing doubt or worry or fear. Those are forms of meditation that center your brain.
Okay. I have slowly been doing that. Not as much as I should, but I have slowly been doing it.
And you have a field of Dharma behind your home.
What is that?
Dharma is heaven. It's the highest form of heaven.
I have a field of Dharma.
Yeah, behind your home.
Is that where the positive energy is?
Yep. Yes, it used to be a church back there a long time ago.
What else can you tell me about that? How I can access it and use the best of it?
Just spend time back there. Just keep spending time back there.
Is it the whole yard?
Yes, the whole property on the back side. Yep.
Oh, wow. Where the white deer is.
Yes, and you can walk barefoot. You can lay in it. Get your hands in it. Just get your hands in it. Act like the dirt. Yeah, I'm trying to transcend the human stuff.
You're doing very good. I'm going to ask your guides and my guides to relax the
Yes.
and ask my guides to place some healing light over that fluid and dissipate it off through her body for good.
Yes, but
To help her get this session.
she's more powerful than anybody else you've ever done this with.
I know.
And she can get a drink of water and she can go to the bathroom and she'll still stay in this state because she's very powerful.
Do you need to do that?
Yes.
Do we have Christy's guides here?
It's still Krista.
Okay, good. Thank you.
You have stars buried in your backyard.
I have what?
Jennifer, you have stars buried in your backyard.
What does that mean?
Like actual stars have fallen out of the sky in the past and buried themselves in your backyard.
Oh, what do they do? What are they here for?
They're magic. They're just magic. You have so many.
How do we access that?
Well, if you dig, you'll find them, but that's not logical. You don't need a bunch of holes in your backyard. But one day you'll be digging and you'll find one.
How do I know what it'll look like?
Well, it's not going to look like a rock. It's not going to look like a tree. It's just going to look like something you've never seen before.
Oh, wonderful. Hopefully I'll find some soon.
Yeah. That used to be it used to be a portal.
I was told that there is a space, not on this space, but that plane. Or that plane, but this space.
It used to be a portal, and it pulled out demons from this whole area and put them back down, and it would bind them.
Did it bring him to source?
Yes, and they never can return. And then somebody planted the ground and the grass, the flowers, the field, and now everything that comes from that place is just holy. And it still attracts. Sometime in your lifetime, you'll still see one star fall
on our land.
It'll be small. It won't hurt you or nothing.
Our land is magical.
Yes, and if you dig and you garden and you walk in it and you lay in it, you can get recharged.
I plan on putting flowers and flowering trees everywhere.
Yes, just touch that dirt.
Yeah, y'all brought me to this house.
Well, you did, but we are you.
Yeah, 'cause I saw it and I knew I'd be here. Now, let me find my little notebook of questions. Okay, how's the body scan going with me?
Make sure they're organic.
Okay.
And don't smell fumes. If you smell fumes, you're going to get blockages.
Fumes?
Like chemicals like bleach or...
Oh, like at work?
Yes, or like the polyurethane or paint that has lead in it, or... Yeah, just if you feel like you can smell chemicals and they're affecting your third eye, which is between your two eyes in the middle of your forehead, and you can feel it when it's affecting it. It feels tingly up there, and not in a good way, because there's good tingles too. But if you feel those bad tingles from like bleach or whatever, just put on a mask and or go get some oxygen.
Why am I so sensitive to that stuff?
Because you have a bright third eye. But it blocks everybody that does that stuff, like paints houses or works in a chemical lab. It gives them blockages.
Okay. So my third eye is open?
Oh yes, it always has been.
How can I give myself access to the third eye?
You already have it. You already know. You already have thoughts that are true, and you don't have confirmation when you have the thought. Everything that you think about your mother has been true. Everything that you thought about your son was true. Everything that you think about when you don't have fear, it always comes true. You already knew that you were going to marry a man who would want to take care of you financially, and you have him. You already knew that you were going to have a big house, and you have it. You already knew that all of your children would be okay, and they are. You already have a third eye. And actually, if you keep sitting on that back porch and closing your human eye and looking into that field with the third eye, you'll start seeing places in that field that glow. And those are the places you need to go. But you've always had a third eye. Even when you were a child, you had a third eye. You understood people's emotions without them even talking to you.
Yeah, I have. So I'm so different from everybody.
But different is good.
One day I looked out the backyard and I saw a glow around a tree.
Yeah, those are your spots.
Okay. Well, can you help me access the gifts of my third eye, like in my everyday life?
Yes.
Mom used to say she would get visions.
Yes, and you do too, but you're so used to it that you don't even understand its importance. So You get so many visions every single day that you just dismiss them as almost like impulse thoughts or monkey brain. And that's not what it is. It actually is visions. So if you sit and you just try to slow down your thinking, and then every thought you have, you accept it, those are visions. You don't have to consciously create them. You don't have to think about it ahead of time. You just notice them, and then no matter how weird they sound, that is the vision. And then the more you do that, the more you'll trust them. Like one of your children will be in a car accident, okay? But you're going to prevent that because you're going to have a vision of that, and you're going to actually like make them stay on the phone with you longer than they wanted to. And then that's going to prevent that because you had that vision. That's just one example. And you have these all the time. You just have to pay attention to them.
Can you help me pay attention? Can you help
Yes.
in my mind and do that?
Yes. And now that you have that knowledge, like, uh, like with Christy's husband, Ron, you know that he's going to get that job. But if you doubt that vision and you think, oh, that's just wishful thinking, I don't actually have any power of that situation, then he won't get that job. But if you know that you had that vision and you know you saw him in that job, he's going to get it. And you are going to prevent your child from getting into a car accident. You are going to have a child that's trying to get off the phone with you, and you're going to see a car accident and you're going to make them stay on the phone with you. And at first you're going to think that you're just crazy, but you're not crazy. And then they're going to call you later that day and tell you they almost got into a car accident.
I always feel like I'm crazy.
Well, you're not. You just can't question the thought when you have it.
Just gotta trust it.
And that's what your mom was good at.
I have a lot of weird thoughts. And another, how's this body scan going?
It's good. Just go buy those organic cucumbers.
Okay.
So you can get those polynutrients and minerals that your muscles need are so important. And people are just so used to having processed food, or
is that why my body hurts all the time?
yes, or you're buying vegetables and fruits that have chemicals on them that is blocking you from getting any of the nutrients at all.
Yeah. I've got a question about why do I get the migraine so bad behind my right eye? And why do I get so sick like it's my body like releasing a bunch of stuff?
Well, you were scared for a long time after your dad passed away. You kept all of that fear inside of you. You were scared that he was not okay, and you were scared that you were not okay and your siblings were not okay. And also, whenever your son was dislodged from his roots, you were always afraid all the time in the beginning. And you somehow absorbed all of that inside of you. And it used to be all over your entire body, but now it's just localized to one place in your head. That one place, you're having that one thing that's like, it just doesn't want to let go because you're afraid if you let it go, then life will just be too good and you can't imagine your life being perfect. You can't imagine yourself with absolutely no fear, even though you have advanced so much and you have let go of so much of your trauma and you've done so well. There's one small piece of you that thinks perfect doesn't exist and worry-free doesn't exist. But once you accept that you can have perfect, worry-free, and you can have Dharma on earth, then you will understand that you can release that last little bit and you won't have the headaches. You won't have any issues at all in your head.
Can we release that today? Because I would love to have, I know it's getting there in the worry-free world and the viewing it from the heart. And can we release that today? I don't like the way they make me feel when they happen.
Yes, but you're going to have to practice it and write it down So say, my life is perfect.
It is perfect. The only thing that's not perfect is my worry that I gotta release.
Say, I lack nothing.
I lack nothing.
Say, all the windows are open and everything flows free.
All windows are open and everything flows free.
Worry is not real.
Worry is not real.
Fear is not real.
Fear is not real.
Only love is real.
Only love is real. Perfect.
Say it every day.
Every day. Every day. Because my life is perfect. It's when I get in my own head. And I'd really like those migraines to be gone.
They will. And drink your water. And if you can find spring water that is real, drink that. And the more you give away, the more you receive.
The more I give away, the more I receive.
Yes.
It's been my whole life, I think. It feels like.
When you're a child, not you, but anybody, when you're a child, you don't think about what happened in the past. You don't plan for the future. You just live in the very moment that you're experiencing right then. You are outside and you're catching bugs, or you're playing with your Barbie dolls, or you're eating your meal. You don't think about what happened last year. You don't think about what is going to happen next year. Oh, this bed is shaking. I have a lot of energy right now. This bed is shaking.
That's good.
You have to have a mind like a child. You have to have a mind of you're just experiencing what you are experiencing right now because only this moment exists. And Christy needs to know that too, actually. But only this moment exists. There is no future. There is no past. You only have this one moment. And you have to be like a child in every moment.
I've been trying to be like that, actually.
Yes.
I'm trying to teach that to my granddaughters, too.
Yes.
Wonderful. Be childlike in the moment.
Yes. Because worry is not real. It's an illusion. The past doesn't even exist anymore.
That is very true. I've got a few more questions. Is it okay if I still ask my guides and higher self?
Oh, yes.
Do I have a lot of guides?
Yes. And they come with you throughout different lives.
Oh, really?
Yes. And Christy will be your angel next time.
Oh, wonderful. Just give me acknowledgement that I can access that. Now, I see a lot of rainbows everywhere. What's up with that?
It just symbolizes to you and to your soul. It's like a sign from us, but it's also a sign from yourself that there is no end and there is no beginning. That is something that you have struggled with. You have always thought that something is going to end, and especially if something's going really good for you. You always think there's going to be an ending, and there's not. You always think that you started somewhere, and you didn't. You've always been here, and you will always be here. You are a God. You are a God. And the trick is to wake up to that. So the rainbow teaches you that it's limitless. It's endless. There is no end. There is no beginning. The goodness in your life is never going to end. And there was no point where you started to be good or have good. You always were good. That's the reason that Cheyenne always wants to come with you and never wants to get her karma as a guide. Because she knows you're always going to give her good.
But she can have her own good.
Well, if she would have done what she was supposed to do and stayed in there with the other guides, then she would be learning that. But she wanted to be selfish and come with you because even though selfishness isn't good and it isn't bad, it is a thing that we do for self-preservation. And Cheyenne had an illusion of fear for one moment, and that one moment, that one tiny moment made her choose the wrong thing. And even though wrong doesn't exist, It's so hard to put these things into words in the English language. So wrong and right do not exist, but advancement does exist. And so Cheyenne, in that one moment, was afraid for just one moment. And then she didn't get to advance because she wanted to stay with you, because she's always been with you. But she's also supposed to learn how to be a guide too.
Okay. Can you help me help her in this lifetime? She is my biggest struggle.
Yes, you just have to always be the same with her. You always be consistent. So you're consistent in your love. You're consistent in your support. You're consistent in your advice. And yes, you do support her, but you also can't become a crutch almost. Is that the right word?
Her crutch.
Yes, you can't do that to her because that's not love either. Love is wanting to watch the bird fly away, not stay in the nest. And that's not even, I'm not even specifically talking about children. I'm talking about anybody in your life that is overstepping almost. And what you do with Cheyenne and with Madison and with their children always comes from a place of love. Because when they start feeling as if they are lost, they start losing their DNA with you. But there's a difference between being lost and being independent, because Cheyenne has become, in some senses, so dependent that she's become lost.
Yes.
She hasn't had enough independence she's actually hidden from a lot of her karma. She has hidden from a lot of her lessons. And there's nothing you can do. All you can do is love her, because you do love her. That's not a choice. That's your impulse. Um, but you can also just be aware that she doesn't even have to struggle. It's all a human thing. She's she has these dreams and these visions at nighttime, and they show her so many miraculous things, but then she's afraid of them.
Because they all come true.
Yeah, but she's afraid of them because she's afraid of what independence feels like, because she's actually supposed to be a guide. And actually, Cheyenne is very, very wise, because she's already had so many lifetimes and she's already earned the place of becoming a higher being and becoming a guide, but she just doesn't want it because she thinks that she can't be separated from you.
Well, she did agree to do a session with me.
Oh, good.
So will it be okay to do it while she's still pregnant with Larissa?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. Is Larissa up there with my guides?
She's here. She's already here.
Does she want to say anything to me? To her new Mimi that she's going to be meeting?
Just that you already have an agreement and that you already have a contract together, and
Oh, me and Larissa do?
and that Cheyenne is going to change tremendously throughout this. She's going to grow and she's going to change tremendously, but only if she trusts herself.
Okay. Now, I just keep this feeling that this baby of Shine, Larissa, does she like that name?
Oh, yes, that was already her name.
Oh, it was?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Did my mom send her?
Yes.
I was thinking that. I feel like my mom's inside Sky and Annalise too.
Yes.
Annalise was talking about my mother the other day.
Oh.
Is my mother there with Larissa and my dad?
Yes, but your mom spends a lot of time on this plane as well.
Oh, she does?
Yeah, she manipulates things when she's able to.
Is she helping my brothers and sisters?
Oh, yes.
Good. Good.
Yes, one of them is going to get married next year.
Jez?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Wonderful. He's ready for a change.
Yes.
Can we send blessings their way?
Always.
And always do it in protection for Rebecca and everybody.
Yes, your mom worries about her.
Yes, I don't know what to do about her. I gotta realize that's not my problem.
Right.
I can't take that on.
All you do is love her.
And I can do that from a distance.
Yes.
Can my higher self send her some love?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, can I receive the gifts of excitement and energy to focus on everything I have going for me, like my shop, and help with my income from my shop, and these sessions that are just one-on-one sessions?
If you will get very specific about what you want and write it all down, write out your whole life, as much detail as you can possibly put into your writing. When you write it down, it becomes intention. So if you write down as best of your ability and just start it with um, whatever
How good can it get?
yeah, just whatever makes sense for you. So if you want to do your whole entire, the next 80 years of your life in one writing, that's fine. If you just want to do the next year, that's fine. Whatever makes sense and feels realistic to you. So you have to write down what you want. If you want to be working at your shop, write that down. If you want to have the energy and the resilience and the excitement to be working at your shop, write that down. If you don't like working at your shop, then write down something else. Whatever it is that you enjoy doing, write it down. Write out how much money you're going to make from it, how many hours a week you're going to spend on it, and that's exactly what you will get.
Okay, perfect. And you help guide me still.
Yes.
Perfect. Now, on one session that I've done, it came through that the higher selves and my guides and the other people at my shop's guides are there, and they move things around, and they said they're there because it's positive.
Well, that's the Hales girl. That's her energy. Her energy does that more than anybody else's because she has a very strong, she has not clairvoyance, there's clairvoyance, audio, she can make things move.
Yes, she can.
She can physically make things move. Pretty.
So that's her energy that does that?
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
We love it.
She's actually becoming stronger in it. Yours is actually birds. So any kind of bird is the way that you're getting your confirmation that your energy is getting stronger. So if you have a field full of birds in your backyard, you're at the top of your energy.
Owls.
Yeah, owl's a bird, any kind of bird.
I have 3 owls, and I have a lot of blackbirds that always come to the trees.
Yeah, so your confirmation.
A hawk.
Yeah, all birds are messengers. And you love messengers. You love messages. That's how you process your advancement is through messages. So birds are, historically, they are messengers. They come to bring messages. They come to take messages away. So you've always trusted birds. You've always been intrigued by birds. So that's what you created for yourself as a confirmation that you're advancing.
Oh, okay.
And that your spirit guides are near.
Is that why there's a cardinal that comes to the porch?
Yes, but there's actually more than one cardinal. And actually that's your mom's way and other loved ones' ways of saying...
There's 2 cardinals.
Yes. So when you have loved ones that want to visit you, that's what they do.
Awesome. What can I say to let them know that I acknowledge them?
Nothing. They already know.
They already know?
Yes.
Yeah, because I love for all our loved ones to be welcomed here. Mark's parents and my parents.
And future loved ones that visit you are through dragonflies and hummingbirds and butterflies.
Oh.
Those are future loved ones that haven't been born yet.
Oh, so Larissa.
Yes.
I cannot wait to meet her.
Yes, she's powerful.
Is she?
Yes.
What can you tell me about Sky?
Oh, Sky. She's a breath of fresh air. She came to reset the algorithm of your life and everybody's life. She came as almost a final step of stomping out the negative in your life.
Is that why she releases so much?
Yes. She is a warrior and she carries so much on her back, but she doesn't even care.
She don't falter.
No, she knows that that's her assignment. She knows that she's a warrior. She knows that she protects you. She knows that she stomps out all of the negative. She does a lot of work when she's asleep too.
What can I do to help calm her when she has those anger spouts and bursts?
Encourage her to run, go run with her, go
Okay.
chase butterflies, blow bubbles, throw a ball, anything outside running around.
So her playing in the yard is good.
Oh yes.
She goes out there and she sings and she talks and she just tells her little stories in her mind.
Yeah, that's a busy worker.
She's a good soul. I miss her when she's not around.
Yes.
Can you send her higher self some love too?
Yes. And Annalise is important
I was
too.
going to ask about Annalise. She was a surprise.
Yes, but she came to balance out the other one. So Sky is always working to stomp out evil from around her and the people she loves. She's a warrior. But Sky comes to balance out Annalise and to bring her some calm.
You mean Annalise?
Yes, I mean Annalise comes to balance out Sky. Yes, Annalise brings calm with her wherever she goes.
She does.
She's very good at leveling out the atmosphere and making people feel peaceful.
Yes, she's secure with Misha and everything.
Yes, she's fun. She's following her life path.
Good. I felt like that's how it was supposed to be. They're little angels and I love them so much. Now, I've got just one more question, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is Christy still doing okay?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Now, what can I be told about the messages that came through the very first session that we did on Christy?
Well, you're always busy in your sleep doing work on other planets. You're always busy in your sleep. We almost have parallel universes. We almost have parallel lives. They're almost happening at the same time. But if you keep doing all that work on another planet or on heaven, you're going to miss your opportunities on Earth. So you are going to learn this because once you accept to take care of you, once you accept that Shaina is here for your highest good and she's teaching you a lot of things and you guys are for each other, okay? Once you accept that there's nothing negative about Shaina, that she's nothing but positive, once you accept that Madison is okay, she's getting enough sleep, she has enough of everything she needs, once you accept that Dana is pure, once you accept that nothing from your past exists at all, once you accept these truths, you'll stop jumping from plane to plane and you'll start being more present. I think your throat chakra's blocked. Have you felt like you can't say what you think sometimes?
Yes. Can we unblock that?
Yes, we can. We need to because that's going to cause you problems. Yeah, you have to just acknowledge it out loud. You have to just say, I'm not afraid of my thoughts. I'm not afraid of my feelings. I can say what I want and it's never bad. It's never going to be the wrong thing.
Yes, it's not meant for harm.
Right.
People perceive it that way.
Yes.
But it's not meant that way.
Yes. So you have these truths that you know, but you're not accepting them. And once you accept them, you'll stop going around to other galaxies playing ball and trying to fix those things because they don't even matter in this life.
Then I wake up so tired.
Yes, you're always trying to go to heaven and help them, and you're always trying to go to other planets and help them.
But they don't need me in heaven.
Well, you're wanting to do work up there. You're wanting to go up there and make sure that your mom is okay and your dad is okay and the future's okay. And it's heaven.
They're perfect.
They have everything under control. You don't have to keep hopping around. Once you can stay on this plane and do the work that you have to do here, which isn't even work. It's not even work. Of you and accept that all of your children are pure and accept that that Madison's healthy and that Cheyenne is a good person and she has a good future and accept that Dana's not negativity and accept that all of it is so balanced, then you'll start doing more work here in your sleep.
Okay, because my life is coming together perfectly.
Yes. But I don't know why you keep wanting to leave this plane.
You can't tell me why.
You're just running from
Is
something.
it because it's so magical at the other planes? And it's not
Yes,
magical here?
yes, and you know in your perception that there's evil on this world, and you know there's not evil on the other places. So you always want to go back there and try to make sure that everything's aligned, and you think that you're helping your life here, but you're not. You're not even affecting your life here.
Yeah, I'm just tired when I wake up.
Yeah.
Now, I had a dream of this eye, and it looked like an old eye, wisdom. Like it was just one eye. Like I just saw part of the face, part of the eye. What can you tell me about that?
That's your third eye.
It's my third eye.
Yes, and you think that it's cloudy and it needs to be cleaned off, but it's not. That's just your perception.
It reminded me of wisdom when I saw that eye.
Yeah.
It was blue. And
Yeah.
it looked really old.
Yeah, because you've been around for a long time. And you do have wisdom. Don't you see people come to you for advice?
They always come to me though.
Yeah, that's why.
I thought it was just what people did.
No, you don't come to many people for advice.
They can't give me advice.
Right, because you're the wise one.
So why did I have the dream about that eye?
Because you are worried about your third eye, and you are worried about the other dimensions, and you are worried about being disconnected from your higher self. It's just your human mind processing.
Well, can we sit my human mind to the side so I can just have you?
Yes, just eat organically, spend time in your backyard, and say your affirmations.
Okay. And what can you tell me about being a leader on the other side?
Oh, you still are. You're always been. You and Christy and your children always been leaders. Always will be leaders.
Can we access that?
That's why Mark likes you. That's the reason why he was so attracted to you. I mean, think about it. You weren't anything similar to him. You were totally different people and totally different lifestyles and totally different life experiences. But you saw each other and it just clicked. And that's the reason why, because he knows that you are a leader, that you do have wisdom. He knows inside of his spirit that inside of your spirit is making good things happen.
Yes, because when I saw him for the first time at People's, I knew.
Yeah.
Instant connection.
Yeah.
Now, so my higher self, you've been with me through all these lifetimes and galaxies, and
I am you.
yeah. What gifts do you have that I need to know about?
Well, you create so many things. Um, you create stars, and you create crystals. And once you start really thinking about that, like if you look in the sky, you can literally manifest a star. If you look at the earth, you can literally dig up a crystal. That's how powerful you are. And if you start believing that, then all the other stuff will start coming up naturally. And once you really start believing all these things I'm telling you, then you'll be able to look at someone and heal them. You'll be able to just think a thought, like people will come to you and say, I have a migraine, can you get rid of it? And you'll be able to just do it with your thoughts. But you have to believe the things I'm telling you first. You have to understand and believe the things I'm telling you. And if you can't even manifest worry in your human life, then you can't get to the other side of that to where you're a natural instant healer. But you know inside of you that I'm telling you the truth. You know that. And because Christy has always been a teacher in every single life, then she's very good at being able to linguistically explain everything she thinks, which some people think are annoying, but it's not annoying. It's actually her gift. And your gift is listening. You love to listen and you love to learn. So that's the reason why you and Christy don't really get on each other's nerves, because she's a natural teacher and you're a natural learner. And if you would listen, even when she's talking about things that don't even matter, just listen between the lines, you'll start understanding the power that you have even through all of that. So you can manifest stars, you can dig up crystals, you can create the perfect like let's just say you're going to go to the grocery store and you're going to buy something for dinner. You're going to actually manifest the perfect like vegetable or the perfect thing that it is that you need at the exact price that you want it to be. Just little things like that. Just little things like manifesting a front row parking spot or a full tank of gas or a good hair day. Anything that's
More clients.
right. Just but start with these little things first, and then you'll get that affirmation that it's working. And then every time something happens and you get that affirmation, every time you get an affirmation of your powers, you're actually going to start letting go of the worry and the doubt, and you're going to release all that little bit that you have left. And then one day people are going to come to you and say, I have a migraine, I have a pulled muscle, I have this, I don't trust doctors, I don't trust Western science. Can you just heal me? And you'll be able to do it just with your thoughts. And that will happen in this life.
Oh, good. Hopefully soon. That's my goal, is to gather all the magic I can and all the wisdom and share it.
But you have to heal yourself first. If you can't even get rid of your own headache, then no one else is going to be drawn to you. So drink your water, eat your vegetables, play in the earth behind your house, and believe without a single doubt that you're getting rid of this ailment that you have, and then it will go.
Okay, good. And the other night I had a dream that there's a bug in my eye that came out. What can you tell me about that?
That was just a demon leaving.
Okay. I felt like it was.
Yeah, because you're not harboring a space that's conducive to what a demon needs to thrive anyways. So they're not getting anything from you. They're not getting hate from you. They're not getting drugs. They're not getting confusion. They're not getting anything. So they're just bored because they're sitting in a field of flowers and holiness, and they're like, well, this isn't helpful.
Yeah, he was a little thing too.
Yeah.
Okay. So is there anything else that needs to be removed from me today?
If you believe it's already gone, then it's already gone.
Yeah, I've been saying a lot lately. I don't consent for all that.
Yes.
I did have some negative come into my life this past week with the lady by the shop. Kind of confused about that.
Oh, she's a demon.
Is she?
Mm-hmm.
Is that why she can't handle all of our positivity at the shop?
Right. It throws her off of her perch that she needs to be able to do her evil work.
Okay. Is that why her business is not flourishing next to us?
Yeah, and her true colors are going to come out.
And what do I need to do?
Just don't worry. If you worry about it, if you think negatively about it, then you're feeding into the illusion that fear is real. All you
just ignore it.
Right.
Okay.
Just worry about you.
Okay. Because I don't like that negativity.
Yeah. You've done a pretty good job lately of protecting your energy field.
How can I protect my energy
field? Just keep doing what you're doing, because people are naturally repelled. The people that are horrible, the people that are bringing negativity and strife into your life, they can't penetrate your energy field. That's the reason this lady fell back. That's the reason that certain people have fallen back from you, because they can't penetrate it with their negativity. You're already doing what you have to do.
Good. Wonderful. Now, I do have one more question about a client of mine. We're going to be doing a session when she gets ready. How can I help her in her sessions with the grief that we need to release?
Well, you're going to
Can I bring my guides in to help me when we do that session?
If you do the surrogacy, you can.
Well, she does good on her own. I just want to... This will be her second session she's had.
You have to slow down when you're doing you have to slow down. You have to put your heart into it and not just focus on saying the words. You have to put your heart into it. You have to give her some visualization, like if a flower is covered, I'm just giving you an example. If a flower is covered in poison, the flower wilts away and dies. But now we're going to visualize that same flower growing back stronger and regenerating. Like you can look up or even think of your own.
I can reframe her emotions and
right
with that she's had
with visual examples of regeneration.
Okay, because I feel like in my soul that is what she needs.
Yes.
Because she's came to me for a purpose.
Yeah, she's shedding. She just can't get it all shed off without you.
Okay. And I'm sure my higher self was with me when we did her session
Yes.
and helped me with all of that because that was pretty rough.
Yeah.
Didn't realize people could have.
And you need to cleanse when you're done with that too.
How do I do that?
Well, there's a lot of ways you can get underneath the shower, and the whole time you're underneath the shower, imagine the shower washing off anything that stuck to you from her.
Okay. Or anybody.
Yeah, you can visualize all of that washing off, all of it. You
Okay.
can visualize yourself just coming out of that shower like a newborn baby, clean and shiny. Another thing that you should probably start doing is cold splashes on your face. If you do cold splashes on your face, that's literally pulling all the toxins out of your face. And our face absorbs the most, I think, well, I know, out of the human face and the spiritual face absorbs the most when they're doing battle work.
Okay. So when I do these vital works, do you, my higher self, naturally protect me?
Yes,
Okay. So it's okay for me to do these vital works. I'm
yes,
strong enough.
yes.
Okay. I was a little worried about that. I mean, I don't feel like anything could attach, and I feel like I'm strong enough. I've just never encountered a person that had so much trauma. But her higher self was wonderful and did wonderful work.
Yes, and encourage her to become a prayerful person as well.
Okay.
Yes, that will help her a lot.
Okay. Because I think just her doing these sessions is helping tremendously. Now, is there any other information that you would like to bring through for us or for anyone? I'm so excited I got to access my guides.
Well, um, just to trust all the people that you love are here from the other realm, and they're each here to teach you a certain lesson. And you don't have to think about what that lesson is. You don't have to figure that out. You just trust that when you're with them and try to be in that present moment as much as possible.
Okay, wonderful. And do you having a wedding date?
Whenever you want it, he'll say yes.
Really?
Yes.
So I just got to say it?
Yes. You just have to ask. At this point, you just have to ask him for anything you want. He'll do it.
Huh.
Because he trusts you.
Well, I'm glad we got that love.
He wants to provide for you now.
No one's ever wanted that.
He trusts that you're good. He thought about it for a long time, a long time.
He
And
did. Can we keep activating them?
oh yes, as long as you love him, they'll be activated.
And it shows I love him.
Yeah, that's not something you have to think about. It's just you do it because it's natural.
Yeah, I want to keep him protected.
Yeah, he has a lot of demons that want him to go to the other side, but he's not going to if he's with you.
He's fought a lot.
Yeah.
And can we help his higher self stay protected?
Yes.
Okay, and guide him on what they need to do.
Yes, because if he passes this test on this earth, he can go with you to the other plane, to the other side.
We're meant to.
Yes, but he's never been with you before because he's a baby soul. He's only had a few lives. So he's never went with you on the other side, but he will if he passes his tests on this side.
Is he passing them so far?
Recently, yeah, within the last year, yes.
The last year he's provided for me a lot. Was
Well,
that a test?
yeah, because that's his mission.
To provide for me.
Yes, and to trust that it's good.
And it is good.
Yes, that he's actually going to get more out of that than you are. He's starting to see that a little bit.
I love that. He's the mostly selfish person I know.
Well, yeah, and he keeps trusting that now. As long as he doesn't ever get that fear inside of him again, it'll just keep being good.
So we're just going to be wonderful.
Yeah.
For Christy or I?
Just for you when you need to cry, and when you need to shout, just go outside and put a pillow over your mouth and shout. Don't hold it inside. Just to release, you have to release your emotions. The more that you hold on to those emotions, the more you're going to feel stuck. And you are not a person who is meant to ever feel stuck. You hate feeling stuck. But if you bury your emotions, you're going to create an atmosphere of feeling stuck.
So I'm meant to keep ascending like I have been.
Yes, you are a movement kind of girl, both in the metaphysical and in the physical.
So I am still ascending.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Wonderful.
Just don't hold your emotions inside and don't bite your tongue. If you need to say something, say it. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to be angry, be angry. Just do it and let it get over with.
Wonderful. I'll do it. One day I did stand in the shower and kind of cried and did chants and I felt better afterwards.
Yeah, it was cleansing.
It was. Can you send my parents some love?
Yes, and they say to start speaking your needs. They say you don't voice your needs.
My needs?
Yeah, that you just don't think that you're important enough to voice your needs. And they say that you have to stop doing that because you're so important.
What are my needs that I'm not voicing?
Just anything. If you just feel like somebody's taking advantage of you,
Okay.
you don't speak up for yourself. Or if you think that you're going to come across as codependent, then you don't ask for things that you need. But none of that stuff is real.
Yes.
None of it. You're in a place now where you're supposed to be, which is conducive to your growth and your healing. So there's nothing in your life that's not going to support you. But you still have your mindset in the past where things were not supportive and things were harmful. And that doesn't exist anymore. Nothing in your life is harmful. Nothing in your life is unsupportive. So you can say whatever you have to say and it's not going to be bad. It's not going to harm you. It's not going to make someone think badly of you. You have to get out of that old mindset and just say what you need, because the faster you say it, the faster you get it, the faster you can keep growing.
Okay, wonderful. So they say I need to start voicing my needs.
Yes. You're so worried that someone's going to think you're selfish or demanding or whatever.
It's always had to just be me doing it.
Yeah. You can say, if someone's bothering you, tell them they're bothering you. If someone's taking advantage of you, tell them. You don't have to be ugly to people. You can say things in a way that's not ugly, but it's also firm. Or if you need money, speak it, say it, ask someone for money. It's fine. You're not in a situation where you're going to fall into a hole of emotional abyss anymore. You're going to be fine. You have grounding. Your ground is not going to loosen up underneath you. The world is not going to turn upside down like it did when you were 25 if you asked for help. There's no shame anymore.
That was a rough time, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, you thought you had to sell your soul back then to get someone to help you. Yes.
Oh, God.
Yes, that's what you thought. You thought that you had to use people to get what you needed, and then you felt guilty for that, so you stopped using people, and then you became too independent, all because you didn't know how to find the right people.
Can you give love to my older self?
Yes, can you forgive her?
Yes. I've wanted to give them love, my younger selves. They got me to where I needed to go.
Yeah.
I know I keep saying I want one more question, but my brother Daniel and my sister Catalina, are they part of my guides?
Yes, but it's different. It's like angelic.
Okay.
It's not a guide as much as it is angelic. And angelic is more of like miracles. Guide is more of reminding you of who you are.
Oh, okay.
Angelic is more of miracles or protection.
Okay, so they're my angelic team?
Yes.
Do I have a big angelic team?
Oh, yes.
Wonderful. Because I never got to meet either one of them. And I think of them all the time.
Yes, you almost drowned as a child and they helped you.
I remember that.
Yes, they helped you when you almost drowned and you were almost going to die that day. And they helped you.
Forgot all about that. I remember that.
Yes, and then there was also a man that was going to kill you, and they helped you from that.
What age was I?
About 30.
Is that man gone now?
Oh yeah, yes. It was because you had an open door policy with your home and with your mind and with your body, and you didn't understand boundaries, and so good came in, but also evil came in.
I did have a lot of evil people around me at that time.
Yes.
They helped me with that.
Yes. Oh yeah, they saved your life from getting raped and murdered.
I've always had that fear. Who was that man?
Contractor? Not sure, but he came to do work for you.
Mow yard?
It was somebody who was going to break into your house when you were asleep and rape you and strangle you.
What did he look like?
Like dirty blonde,
No
tall.
hair?
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. The name's not important. It's just that they've protected you so
He
much.
did plumbing work. My angels protected me.
Yes. And now your parents are your angels too.
Thank you for that. Am I safe now?
Oh yes. And you're the only one that could mess that up.
Yeah, that's not happening. Wonderful. Why would he have those thoughts to do that?
Because there's evil in the world.
And my brother and sister saved me.
Yes.
They protected my house.
Yes. Just like they did when you were drowning.
Thank you for that. Can you send them love?
Oh, they already knew.
Is that why they passed on, was to be angels?
Oh yes. That's always when a child passes along or an embryo, that's always just they're self-sacrificing.
Okay.
They're willingly doing that. They're knowingly doing that.
Daniel didn't have any arms or legs.
He doesn't care about that. He just cares about you and your siblings.
Do they have anything they want to say to me?
Somebody almost overdosed one time. A sibling. Somebody was in a car accident, or
Becca.
yeah, they protected them from that. Somebody keeps making very bad financial choices, and they almost lost their home, and they're not good with managing money, and the angels keep providing them just a little bit more help. So.
Send them prosperity for them kids that she didn't ask to take in.
Yes, but she has to accept it and not think that the world is against her.
Okay. And you can help her higher self with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any other messages you'd like to bring through before I close this all out?
Your parents are so thankful that you chose them.
Oh.
It's such an honor because you are a God.
Why do you keep saying I'm a God?
There's not everybody is a God. Only the people that are creators are gods.
What can you tell me about being a God?
I think you've always sensed that you helped create everything. I think you've always felt a connection to animals and plants. And I think that you know that as long as you exist, the things are going to keep growing and thriving and being okay. And I think you've always felt comfortable in the woods and comfortable outside and comfortable with animals. Animals have always been drawn to you. They always want to be around you because you are a creator. And so is Christy, and so is Madison. All four of y'all, and Cameron, all of y'all are creators. And you're always going to, the elements, the plants, the trees, and the animals will always be attracted, and people will always be attracted to you and feel like they recharge in your presence. Mm-hmm. And that's an honor that your parents got to be a part of that. That's an honor.
They was good parents.
Well, they don't think that, but they say thank you.
Oh, they gave a lot of love. They made me who I am. Mm-hmm. And can you give love to Athena's higher self too?
Yes.
She's protector, but she thinks you're her protector.
Her and Mark have this wonderful bond. She's angelic, you know.
Yeah. So are you.
I am.
Yeah, you've ascended a lot.
You just tell me everything that I just want to hear because I need to know it.
Well, if you were bad, we would tell you that too.
Okay. Do you have any messages? Any other messages that you'd like to give us?
Just pay careful attention to the visions that you get. Write down your dreams if you feel compelled to. And stay really connected with your kids. Don't give up on them.
I'd like to ask my guides to recede if they're done and to bring forth Christie's and see if there's any messages that need to come through for her.
Okay, but we're so proud of you.
Thank you. Can y'all give me signs when y'all do come around?
Rainbows and birds.
Rainbows and birds. Can you start moving stuff around too? I know y'all can.
Yeah, but that's mostly for Hales, but yeah. I mean, yeah, but you're just going to think that, like, it's a ghost or it's your mom or something like that, but yeah.
Oh, okay. So what can y'all do that I'll know it's you?
Rainbows and birds.
Rainbows and birds. Okay.
You'll start seeing it a lot more now because we told you this.
Yeah, because I see rainbows everywhere that shouldn't even have rainbows. And, what else? Oh, can you help me, access the voice in my head a little more? Access you a little more?
Yeah, just journal.
Just journal. But
yeah.
What if I don't have time to journal?
You can journal. You don't have to journal things that, journaling isn't just writing down your thoughts about your day or whatever. You can journal anything. You can journal as long as you're in a good... So journaling is all about releasing. So as long as you're in a good headspace or you become in a good headspace, you can journal your thoughts for the future. You can journal everything you're learning about manifesting. You can journal everything you're learning about hypnotherapy. You can journal about anything you want.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to just talk about how your day went or whatever, or who you're mad at. You can journal anything you want. It's just about not following a protocol. It's just about writing down what you think and what you feel and what you learned. And then that's releasing all the blockages and it's bringing in new light to where you have a higher connection.
Awesome. And the body scans went well and everything?
Yes, if you believe it's gone, it's gone.
Questions?
Yep, because you're doing it for the right reason.
Is there a certain price that we should charge people?
You'll know.
Okay. And does Christie's Guides have anything they would like to say?
We just worry about her. She just holds on to too much from the past, and it just is disrupting her future and her present.
Can we reframe that for her to where she realizes she don't have to hold on to that?
Yeah.
Okay, and put it in her soul that she acknowledges that and make it a habit.
Okay.
Is there any other messages Chrissy's subconscious would like to say to her before we close out?
Just continue to live in love and spread love and to think loving thoughts.
Oh, that's beautiful. Can't go wrong with love, can you?
It's the only thing that matters.